Hey everybody, tonight we have a very special guest. I want to introduce you to my friend Kayle. She has a very inspirational story and I really wanted to share it with everybody. So Kayle, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Kayle Martin, and I guess I'll just jump right in. I was diagnosed when I was 30 years old with breast cancer, which was quite a shock, as you can imagine, being 30 years old. And I was actually living with my grandparents at the time, taking care of them, and it was really, in the end, I needed to be taken care of, so it was sort of ironic. And I was living on a cattle ranch in Oklahoma, and at first I decided to try to do the traditional route with all of the allopathic medicine, and I decided in the end to go towards nature. Like, nature just called me back, and I started as a vegetarian, of course, for almost like 20 years.
Okay.
I decided to go vegan after watching a number of films having to do with cancer. The most inspirational one for me was Crazy Sexy Cancer. I don't know if you've heard of Chris Carr.
No.
But she's actually from New York here,
Oh.
and she's my hero and lives in Woodstock, New York, and she's a 10-year cancer survivor, and she basically changed her diet, and she still has cancer. It's an incurable, inoperable cancer, but she's still alive and kicking and doing well.
Fighting it.
Yeah. So I kind of actually followed in her footsteps. I followed her protocol, and I did have one initial surgery, and then I went to enroll myself in raw food school in Atlanta, Georgia, to learn all about raw food. And within 2 weeks I became vegan, and then after that I went to raw food school, the Living Foods Institute in Atlanta, and learned all about that, and I became a raw vegan for a year and a half. And my main staple that I would do every single day was green juice, and I really feel that is what kept me strong throughout. I did green juice 1 to 3 times a day, and I'm actually a 2-time cancer survivor, because after doing a year and a half of raw foods, unfortunately, I guess you'd say, I went in for a yearly MRI, and the cancer actually had returned, or wasn't gone to begin with. I'm not sure which, and I can't spend my days thinking about that.
Right.
So I continued on the raw food protocol, and eating a very clean vegan diet. Raw, mostly juices, nuts, seeds, dehydrated a lot, blended, all that sort of thing. And I did go ahead and have 4 more surgeries.
Wow.
Unilateral mastectomy and some reconstruction. But I continued with the green juice, and I did some other non-allopathic stuff, I guess, like acupuncture and chiropractic, and I saw shamans. I did the whole 9 yards.
You just, every which angle you could attack it, you did it. Remove
this from me. Yeah, absolutely. And in the end, I got through the chemo, I got through the surgeries, and, I'm proud to say that I was never sick during the treatments. Like, most people will go in for chemotherapy treatments and feel really down and really sick and, can't get out of bed and that sort of thing, and I was thriving.
Oh, it never affected you negatively?
I was out hiking. I did lose all my hair, but I was out hiking, and I really felt like it was the plants that kept me strong. And I'm still to this day. I don't juice maybe 1 to 3 times a day like I used to, but I do as often as I can, and I just, like I said, I think that's really what made the difference. And everybody in the hospital and doctors and everything were really amazed at my progress. And next month is actually my 5-year cancerversary.
Oh, that's amazing.
So going strong, and I'm just here really to pay it forward. I really want to help others, and currently I am a peer educator at my local hospital, so I'm set up where I navigate newly diagnosed breast cancer patients through the process, basically. Where
do you talk diet with them at all, or?
I do.
Okay.
Obviously, doctors that's a fine line.
Right.
Kayle, just go home and drink green juice and you'll be fine. That's what I wanted them to say. It's like, oh, please just tell me. But I did my own research, and I don't push a plant-based diet. I just let people know my story and my experience.
Right.
And then I actually recommend some of the films that I saw: Crazy Sexy Cancer and Force Over Knives. I mean, there's so many that we could discuss here, but absolutely, I think anytime you have a life-threatening illness, or so many decisions in our lives, they're personal choices, right? And so I'm just there to help them and help others navigate through the process. So
that's amazing. I'm really proud to have met you. What else are you doing besides that? What else is in the works for Kayle?
Yeah, some exciting news. Actually, because of cancer, thank you so much, cancer, for coming into my life. In fact, I would say that it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And
it's life-changing, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, how I spend my time is different. How I think, what I put in my body, what I put in my skin, everything is totally different. I'm not the same person if you would have had me sitting here 5 years ago.
Right.
So because of that, I am still 100% vegan, not raw so much. I gave that up a little bit. I do like to have a glass of wine every once in a while. But I, like I said, I really want to pay it forward and help others. And I've started recently a blog, which I'm hoping to sort of turn into a business as well. And the blog is called Cowgirls and CollardGreens.com. And it's basically like a lifestyle blog, that I talk about anything and everything from what kind of juicer to buy to, hey, just, found this really cool skincare product, you should try it, or just anything and everything.
You talk about cancer fighting all on that blog?
Yeah, cancer as well. And then I do have a little bit of a horse background, I should say, with horses. And so I consider myself a cowgirl. And I grew up riding horses, and so Cowgirls and Collard Greens, my tagline is where yeehaw meets vegan. And I think it's really, really perfect because not only did I grow up riding horses and being a cowgirl, but I feel like cancer really gave me that cowgirl spirit, what I call the cowgirl spirit, to keep me going and keep me strong and yeehaw, giddy up, let's do this. So that's what I'm up to. It's super exciting. I'm getting a really great response in the last few months, and
I love your attitude. I definitely think you're really fun to be around. So I knew I wanted to introduce you to everybody, just like when I first met you. Do you have any advice you want to give to anybody who may be diagnosed with cancer, or what really got you through that you could pass on to the audience?
Again, I'm hesitant on one hand to say, go plant-based, go vegan, because it's such a personal choice. For me personally, I felt like that is really what kept me strong. I didn't get sick and all of those things. But I would definitely recommend some of the movies that I've mentioned. Chris Carr, as I said, was a huge inspiration to me. And so I would explore all of those things. And I think equally as important as a diet is also your mind. And so the power of the mind to me was just so important, and getting into that space of okay, this has happened and I'm just gonna rock this. I'm bigger than this.
Yeah, if your mind gives up, your body's probably gonna follow, right?
Right. So yeah.
Well, guys, that's Kayle, and if you want to check her out, it's Cowgirls and Collard Greens. You can check it out right here. And thanks for coming on the show. I love your story. So it was nice to meet you, and
thank you.
We'll see you again, I guess.
Yeah, you will.